Hello everyone, it's June 10th, 2016, and I wanted to give you an update about what's going on my desk right now. So, I don't know if what I last showed you, I've filmed a lot of clips and deleted them because they just became not meaningful anymore. But I've got my 7300, Powermac 7300, on the desk right here that I'm working on and we'll be doing some upgrades to. I have a 7500 that has a dead hard drive, or a quickly dying hard drive, and I believe a bad motherboard. And I'd like to put the parts from that into this so that I can upgrade it. And this would be a pretty kick-ass machine. Well, it is going to be a pretty kick-ass machine. I'm going to put a 333 megahertz PowerPC G3, I think it's a Sonnet Crescendo card, and upgrade it to, I think 384 megs of RAM is the most I can do because I don't have any large sticks. And this only supports 512, whereas the 7500 supports 1 gig of RAM. I'm going to possibly put an IDE hard drive in it. Now I need a card to do that, and I also need, or I would need, an adapter. Both of those are very expensive options, and I'm kind of debating whether or not to do it. So what I'm going to do first, which is why I have this machine set up, which is just my test machine. I installed Windows XP on it, on an SSD, by the way. I'm going to try and capture an image of the Mac hard drive with Windows. I think I can do that with Norton Ghost. I just can't read what's on the drive. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe I've done something similar to that before, at least with the newer Mac formatted drive. So we'll see how that goes. But either way, I'd like to hook up the drive from that, put it in this using this very old QLogic, what is it? I don't remember what the model number was. There's the sticker. It says PC 2010403-09K. I don't remember what model this was. Oh, now I do. It's a QLA 1040. That's the model number. So I'm going to capture an image, or at the very least, scan the integrity of the drive, because I suspect this one to be going bad as well, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I don't really know. Another recent purchase is this little LaPi LP 2020A Plus amplifier. I wanted this for my home theater system, just as a very easy and cheap way, this was 20 bucks, to hook up my little Boston speakers. Or if I had a better power supply, I'd hook up my, what the hell are these called? Polk audio speakers, these big tall things right here. But that definitely requires a larger power supply. This only supports 10 watts per channel with this current one, because it's only like a 3 amp 12 volt power adapter. What else? This power adapter is something that I made. It's a 12 volt 3 amp, and I hacked it together and just twisted it and taped the connections that I twisted together with some Scotch tape. Put an end on it, and that goes to this ViewSonic tablet PC. This is something I've owned for quite a long time, but I never had a power adapter for it. I knew it worked, but I couldn't put it up on eBay and sell it without showing pictures that it worked. And I am selling this, by the way, just because I don't need it. It has an Intel Pentium 3 processor in it, and I think 768 megs of RAM. It's now got a 40 gig hard drive because the original 120 died. But this is a ViewSonic tablet PC V1100, 1100. Unfortunately, this does not come with the port cover or a pen. And the pen is what makes the touchscreen work, because it only works with the included pen. And I can't find a pen anywhere online. They just don't exist. So I'm going to sell this just as it is. It has a working battery. I think I might be able to turn it on. well, it flashed for a second. It only charged up to 3% because the power adapter did work, and it did power it on and start to charge it. It got really, really, really hot, and I eventually just turned it off after I was done taking pictures. Another interesting thing I have here is a sealed boxed copy of MacWrite 2. And it's still got the cellophane on it. Might be able to see there. This is currently up on eBay for, I think, $70. If somebody makes me an offer of, I don't know, 50 or something, I'll probably take it, because, you know, it's gonna be profit to me at that point. So as long as it gets out of here, I think 50 or something would be fine. Got a box of crap to sell, including some books. Did you guys know, if any of you are in college, that Amazon will buy back your books? I thought that was the coolest frickin' thing ever. I sent back 5 books. One of them they only gave me 10 cents for, but the others they gave me quite a bit for, a very, very reasonable amount of money. And I think I got around $200 for 5 books that otherwise I would have brought to some, I don't know, shady place. They would have given me 20 for the total. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. The NAS. Well, this has been, I was going to say a bitch and a half, but it's been 2 bitches, if that tells you anything about my situation. So I started filming a bunch of footage on this NAS because I was throwing in my LSI RAID card with the advanced feature key, which basically allows you to use RAID 5, or hardware RAID 5, using the card. And as soon as I plugged that key in and started the system back up, I could no longer enter the web BIOS, or just configure the BIOS of the card. It would say something like it would be, or the BIOS entry would be executed at next post. It would just never work. So after, and I kid you not, a total of 15 hours of work, and I don't even want to talk about it. 15 hours of work, I finally was able to flash the card and get it to boot up again, because I screwed it up a couple times, and it still doesn't work. I still cannot, with that, in this board, let's back up a little bit. I still cannot enter the web BIOS, even with a totally different firmware on there. I flashed it as a different card, which was suggested. Turning this on just so I have something else to look at. Even with the new BIOS installed, still can't get it to work. And I've determined that it is an incompatibility with the motherboard that's in my NAS, which is, what is it? An ASRock AM1B-ITX. It just is not compatible. And I had to use, after trying to do it in that one forever, trying to do it in this one, and then finally getting it to work in my PC, I had to use my PC to flash it. It's just not compatible with that board. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Luckily, I didn't bone the card when I screwed up flashing it, so I might be able to just sell the card and get something else, which would be nice. But the thing is, I got that card and the advanced feature key for a total of, I think, $106 with shipping, and I waited a long time for it. But that is one of, not the only, but one of the cheapest and probably one of the best cards you can get for the money at this point in time. It's a SATA 6, or SATA 3, 6 gigabit per second card. Supports up to 8 drives. It's very fast, it's a very reliable card, but it just isn't compatible with my board, and it sucks. It really does. So I'm going to look into that. I've rambled on about it for about 2 minutes now, so hopefully you're tired of hearing about it. But I will update you in another tech vlog when the time comes. I forgot what I was going to do with this machine. Oh, that's right, I was going to pull the drive out of this. Well, what time is it? I gotta leave for work at 11. It is currently 10:48, so I'm going to rip the hard drive out of the 7300, hook it up to this, and see what we can get out of it. So stay tuned for more. So there's the card. Well, no, that's not the card, Alex. That's the hard drive. I know my terminology. There's the hard drive hooked up to the card. I hope I have it the right way. I don't really know because there isn't one of those guide pins on the top of the connector. So let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1, go. Ouch. Move the scissors away. Alright, so we have spin up. We have noise. And it's posting. Checking adapter SCSI ID 0. It's very, very possible that this drive is up, or the connector is upside down. I really don't know. It's doing some kind of noise. Alright, I don't think this is working, so let's go ahead and, I don't know, flip the cable upside down? I don't freaking know. Give it another try. Okay. Now we power it off because there wasn't any noise. Either we killed it or I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So it definitely starts up that way. Well, let's boot into the configuration utility maybe. Let's see, Alt Q. See, I'm very wary of doing anything with this drive because I don't want to accidentally format it. But I guess if I do, it's really not that big of a deal. Interesting. It's making that weird noise. It sounds like it's about to just leap off and die. So, that's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and flip the cable upside down on the board, maybe? I don't know. At this point, it's all just guesswork. I've given up hope. Try it again. And we have nothing once again. Very interesting. Well, I definitely had the cable right the first time. It just doesn't seem to want to boot. Well, that stinks. So maybe this drive is just not compatible with this adapter. And there is a jumper somewhere on it. Oh yeah. There's some jumpers over here, but I don't want to mess with them because I really don't want to screw things up that bad. So I think I'm going to call this one quits for now. We'll give it one more shot. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I am dicking around with computers, selling computers, and being very, very, very angry at computers. Looking at you, Naz. So yeah, that's it for this one. I will make another one when I get some time. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and as always, thank you for watching.